So here comes Android version 12 finally for the Redmi Note 8 users, and yes, if you're a Redmi Note 8 user you can install this Android 12 beta 1 right now on your device. The thing is, it's a little bit complicated. You need a lot of files to install, and after that to reboot into recovery there might be some very lengthy and complicated process for a normal user. The thing is, I will recommend you not to install this build on your device right now. If you still want to check it out, the how are the things going on, you can give it a try. I will show you the installation also, but the thing is, as I previously mentioned you, I will not recommend you to install this build, especially if you're using this as your primary device. You will see System UI GX disabled by default. When you click here, then you will be able to see the new UI like this, which we have just enabled. After reboot you will see this, and then you will be able to use this new UI. This is not actually the same like Redmi Note 9s, which I made a video just some days ago. That was with Pixel 3, Pixel 4a port. This one is a Pixel 5. So if you want to use this build, you might get some little bit of changes there. First of all, the performance, which matters a lot for some of the users. Honestly, the performance is not that good. It's very laggy, and as I mentioned, this is not for daily use at all. Not a daily driver ROM. It's just for A12 feeling, Android 12 feeling, and also it's beta 1. So yes, just wait for some more time to make it settle down. This one is a GSI port, so yes, a lot of lags are there, especially for me. Even it's AOSP, but still a lot of lags. But yes, the features are same here. The ripple effect is there because it's Android 12 beta 1. Every feature is same like the Android 12, so no worries about in the features. This is not actually any kind of copy. This is real Android version 12, so no worries in this. You can see the new features, everything, new icons, new settings. As you can see, new UI everywhere. It's very easy and it's very normal. We have the gestures working perfectly fine, where you can simply swipe down at the gesture bar, and then you will see the notification drawer. You can also customize that. The new volume panel is there, where you can simply check out. We have the new brightness slider, we have these new ring volume panels. Everything is new here, seems to be very good. And if you want to check out full review, I was looking for that, but the thing is, as I previously mentioned, it's not good. It's just very laggy, so I thought I shouldn't share the full review. It's just up to you. If you still want to install it, you can give it a try. Gcam was not working for me, camera is not there. You will see the Android version 11 here. As you already know that it doesn't come with any kind of Easter egg right now. It will show you Android 11 everywhere. The device will be shown as Pixel 5. It is actually pre-rooted, actually not actually pre-rooted, but you need Magisk to install. Magisk installation is necessary to boot this build. A lot more things are actually there. Everything I've already shown you till now. As I previously mentioned, we have these gestures available for you, where you can simply choose. The back tap gesture is available, which is available in the Pixel 5, but of course it's not working in Redmi Note 8. It was expected, by the way, but still, if you want to use the back tap gesture, I'll make a video on that one too. And the back tap gesture will be compatible with your device, and you will be able to use that on a device. If you want that video, make sure to comment below. I will try to make a video very soon. But everything else is same here. Power menu, hold for assistant, quickly open camera, swipe for notification, which is working fine. At the bottom edge of the screen, you simply need to swipe down to show the notifications, and then it will work perfectly fine on your device. Sometimes it will give you some errors like this. The UI suddenly changed, and a lot of lags everywhere. Even though in the app drawer and everywhere, you might face some little bit of lags. So yes, it's not recommended to use it. How to install this, I'm not going to share exactly. I'm not going to install it right now on my device, but the files you need, I will link in the description as expectedly. In the custom recovery, I'm using TWRP by hellas.img. You can use any other custom recovery, for example Orange Fox. Here you simply need to wipe these partitions. As you already know, Dalvik, cache, system, vendor, data, these 5 partitions are necessary. Simply swipe to wipe these partitions, click on install, and then you will see all those files. These are the files which are required: Android 12 beta 1, disable DM Verity, firmware, and Magisk. First of all, need to click the firmware, need to add the firmware. Second one is we need to add the ROM file. Third one, we need to add this Magisk file, which is Magisk latest 23.zip. And the last one, we need to use the disable DM Verity. Swipe to flash. After flash, you simply need to format data. Like for example, as if you have flashed your all these files already, go to wipe section, go to format data, type YES, and click on OK. Now the data will be formatted, you will be able to boot into Android 12, and this was very easy. This is all from today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video. Goodbye.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air.